Hey Becca, how's it going?
It's going well. It's good to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. And so, yeah, we have you presenting for Fresh Voices Saturday the 7th, I believe at noon Pacific time, if I can recall correctly. And I'm really excited about your webinar. But first, why don't you tell us a little bit about your practice and sort of like, yeah, how you use astrology?
Mm. Well, I'm so delighted to be doing this webinar. I'm really excited about it. And um, essentially, my background in astrology is I'm an archetypal astrologer. So I come out of the lineage that really focuses on looking at planetary aspects in particular through an archetypal lens. So really coming up to understand the unified meanings behind the different, I guess we would say, like the keywords associated with the planets, and recognizing, oh, there's an archetypal core here. So my practice is really informed from a depth psychological perspective, but also there's a philosophical lineage behind it, like a lot of Platonic philosophy and other elements that are there. And so that's all of what I bring into my readings, and when I study, the world transits, for example, is really looking through that archetypal perspective.
Awesome. Um, And yeah, I mean, I saw you speak. I like you first came on my radar during an eclipse, the Oregon Eclipse Festival in 2017 when I saw you speak with your dad. And I was just like, wow, awesome. Like I have to get to know this person. So yeah, I'm super excited to be connecting with you now and having you present for Fresh Voices. And so you're giving a talk called Astrological Research Methods, which might sound boring, but I am so excited for it because I think that we, like, especially younger astrologers, don't really know where to even begin when it comes to research. And I know that there's a lot of younger astrologers who are like super interested in doing research, but don't really even know like how where to start. So yeah, tell us more about your webinar.
Hmm. Well, the title is a little, there's something dry and kind of academic about it, astrological research methods, but I do come out of an academic background, and but I don't necessarily consider myself an academic still. Like, I feel like I'm more a storyteller who plays in the academic world. And but I feel like having a solid platform in terms of how do you approach bringing in knowledge, how do you approach knowledge creation, is really important. And so what I'm going to be talking about are systematic approaches to phenomena. And I think research should always be passion driven. So what are you passionate about? Are you passionate about music? Are you passionate about ecology? Are you passionate about activism? Whatever it is that's driving you, individual psychology or history, to focus in on that, and then to take the astrological lens and again, like, really focus it down. I mentioned in my practice, I primarily focus on planetary aspects. So combinations of planets and then the angular relationships between them. And then I will take that and look, say, I'll do research on Venus Saturn and look at as many musicians as I can come across who have Venus Saturn, or as many painters, let's say, who have Venus Pluto. And or looking through the cycles of history, and again, choosing one combination and looking, what happens every time Saturn and Uranus come together, or even more frequently, like what happens every time we see Mars retrograde or something like that. So I want to just focus in on, like, how do you narrow your topic? That's really, I think, what a lot of research is about, is just narrowing it down, getting really clear, and then in the process asking yourself the question, is what I'm looking at through this lens, is it missing something? And if it is, that's when you start to widen in. Oh, maybe there's another aspect I want to look at. Oh, maybe it's really relevant to take into account what sign this conjunction is happening in, or something like that. So basically, I'm just going to be offering ways of approaching a systematic, kind of a systematic approach to astrology, and then always bringing in that passion is at the core of it. If you're not passionate about what you're researching, I don't think there's a point to doing it, because that's what brings it to life. That's what carries you through the whole process.
Awesome.
That's what I'm planning on speaking about.
I'm so excited about that, and I'm sure a lot of people listening are excited about it too. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot out of that. I'm really stoked. So thank you so much. Yeah, and let's see. Yeah, we're gonna be hosting this webinar again December, not December, sorry. Mercury retrograde, November 7th. November 7th. It's a Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to join us. It's going to be a good one. And if you can't join us live, you'll receive the recording afterwards. So yeah, thank you so much, Becca.
Oh, thank you so much as well. I'm really excited to be here and to connect more with you. I love knowing that you were at that Eclipse Festival, and look forward to what unfolds.
Awesome.